Hello and welcome. If you are someone who sits in a chair all day or just want to improve your posture, then come meet me on your mat for this yoga class to help open up tight shoulders. We're going to start in a comfortable cross-legged seated position. You can sit We're going to start in a comfortable cross-legged seated position. And once you get there, relax the hands down onto your lap, elongate your spine, and then just start to close down your eyes as we tune into the breath and your body. Taking long inhales through your nose and long exhales back out through your nose. And we always start a yoga class or a practice with a moment of mindfulness to check in with ourselves, our bodies, and our breath. And so as you ground here for a moment, really root down through the boniest part of your bum. Relax through the belly and the trunk, all the way up to the shoulders and the neck. Then unhinging the lower jaw as you soften the expression on your face. And then just taking a nice big inhale through your nose and sigh it out the mouth. And as you continue to breathe long, slow, and deep, we'll build on some movement. Eyes can remain closed if you wish, or you can blink them open. But with some seated cat-cows, your inhale will pull chest and heart forward as you lean forward. And your exhale will send the heart behind you as you round the spine, as you scoop the hips. And we'll just start like that. Inhale to move forward. Exhale to move back. And allowing this movement to generate from the bowl of the pelvis, up through the spine, into the shoulders and up the neck. So you get this full trunk moving. Every time you pull forward, the shoulders pull back, and every time you round, the shoulders pull forward. As if a string is coming from the center of your heart, let that be the guiding force here. Breathing in to pull forward, breathing out to round back. And just a few more like so. Warming up the spine, connecting breath to movement. And just one more like so. Wonderful. And then come back to a nice neutral spine, shoulders down and back. Your inhale will lift arms up and over your head, palms connect. Your exhale brings thumbs to sternum as you exhale them down. A few more like so. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, draw down through midline. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw down. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And then interlace the fingers above you and flip the palms up towards the sky. And you can really shrug the shoulders up to the ears on this one, so really elevating the shoulders as you press and elongate everything up and out. Take a full breath in. And then side bend over to the right as you breathe out. Right hand outside of your hip, left arm overhead, leaning over to the right side. And then send your breath into the left side body as you take your top left hand and you place it behind your head as if you're just cradling and holding your head in the basket of your hand. Your left shoulder lifts up and you lean back, keeping space for the side of your neck. Take a breath in right there. And then as you exhale, both of your hands are going to reach forward as you sweep all the way over and around to the left-hand side. Side stretch over to the left, right arm over your head. Breath into the length of your right side body. And now your top right hand is just going to cradle the back of your head. Elbow points up to the sky as you lean back, look up, and lift up. Listen to the sound of your breath. And then the next exhale that you find, again, you sweep forward, fingertips reach out in front of you as you hinge from your hips. Just take a breath to the back body as you let the back of the neck elongate. And then crawl the hands back in to lift head and chest up. As you do lift the head up, reach the arms back up and over your head. And then as you exhale, take a big wide circle of the arms to place the hands behind you. And then lean back into the hands as you lift up the heart. You look up, squeezing shoulder blades together. See if you can bring your breath underneath your collarbones into this big, wide, open chest. Wonderful. And then neutral out your spine. We'll come to hands and knees on all fours. So uncross your legs, travel onto all fours, and then just taking a puppy pose, you reach the fingertips to the top edge of your mat, fingertips down, tenting the hands as you melt chest and heart to floor. So a little bit different than a child's pose. It's a bit more active. Your elbows are lifting away from the floor. It's okay if your forehead doesn't quite meet the mat. Mine does not. But you still want to keep a relaxed sensation in the neck and the shoulders. So there's space in the side of the neck. You're breathing into the front, the sides, the back of the body. And every time you exhale, you can feel yourself melting, calming towards the earth. Good. And then we're going to flatten the palms to the floor, staying in your puppy pose, but taking a bit more dynamic movement. So as you breathe in, press up and round your spine up as you tuck your chin to chest. Come about halfway up. And then as you exhale, melt chest and heart back down to the mat. Open the armpits. A few more like that. Press down to round up, tuck chin in, belly pose to spine. And then you exhale, melt down to the mat, chest, forehead to floor. 2 more. Inhale, round up, curl up. Exhale, melt down, depress down. 1 more time, really hunching the shoulders. And then opening the chest. Wonderful. Come back up towards tabletop position. Walk the hands in so they're just about in front of your shoulders, maybe an inch in front. It's like a modified high plank. So open your hips, draw the shoulders past the fingertips, keep the core strong. On your exhale, elbows are going to bend as you lower all the way down to your tummy and you lay flat. Point your toes behind you. Widen your hands off the mat. Tent your fingers, elbows to sky. A baby cobra. As you inhale, lift your chest, lift your heart, open forward. Exhale, melt nose to floor. And then again, inhale, lift up. Pause at the top this time. And as you exhale, tilt your left shoulder down to the floor as you look over your right and pause. Breathe in and breathe out. Very nice. And then inhale through center, heart forward. Tilt your right shoulder down to the floor and look over your left. Pause. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, inhale to center, heart forward, look forward. Exhale, nose to floor. And then 1 more up through center. Inhale, lift, rise. Exhale, float down. Beautiful. Place your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Make a cactus shape with your right arm. Your right elbow's in line with your shoulder as you flatten your palm to floor. Right cheek turns down to the mat, and then as you roll onto your right hip, you come into this pectoral stretch. You can really relax your head onto the floor so there's no tension in the neck. And then my top left leg likes to kind of wing back behind me, but you don't have to go so far if it doesn't feel good. Stopping and breathing when you feel the sensation through the front of your chest. And then if you're not feeling it quite as much as you may be looking for, try inching your right elbow and your right hand further away from your body. And then really finding pressure of the inner line of your right arm and palm to the floor. So you're grounding down. Take another inhale and a softer exhale. Stay for another breath in. And then let's switch sides. Slowly roll back onto your tummy, lay flat. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Left arm is in a cactus shape now and about 90-degree angles in your left elbow. Turn your left cheek down as you start to roll off your left hip. And find a degree that works nice in your body, that feels really good. It starts to open the left pectoral chest muscle. Taking less or more depending on how this feels in your body. See if you can keep the neck relaxed and the jaw relaxed. Continuing to press down to the floor with your left arm. Staying for another inhale. A sweeter exhale. One more breath in. And then your exhale takes you back down to your tummy to lay flat. Bring both hands underneath your shoulders, please. And then to child's pose, you're going to use your knees. Inhale to press up. Exhale, slide bum to heels at the back of your mat. Reach the arms forward. Heavy forehead to floor as you drape belly over thighs. Stay in your child's pose with head and chest low. Sweep your fingertips back behind you towards the heels of your feet. And then on your inhale, lift your chest up, sweep your fingertips forward and up as you look up and you sit on your bum and your heels. Good, and then as you exhale, bring hands down through heart center. And then sweep your arms behind you, behind your back, so your fingertips interlace. And then you punch your fists down to the floor as you squeeze shoulder blades together. You lift chest up, lift heart up. Breathing for a few cycles right here. Again, finding your breath sent up behind the collarbones into this broad expansion of the chest. Final breath in, releasing the hands onto your thighs with your breath out. Okay, and then staying with your bum sitting on your heels if this is comfortable. You can also come to a cross-legged seat if that feels better. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see what this looks like from a front angle. But you're going to bring your arms out to the side in this cactus shape again. Really activate the fingers and spread them out wide. Your breath in is going to lift your chest, heart, and gaze. And then your breath out is going to round everything, palms, elbows touch. Good, and then try that again. Inhale, lift, open, broad. Exhale, round. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And every time you inhale, lift, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open your chest. Good, and exhale, send your heart behind you. 1 more. Wonderful. Open wide again with your cactus arms. Stay with your open chest, and then take your arms out to a T with your palms opening towards the sky. So really thinking of lifting your pinkies to the ceiling as you drop your thumbs behind you, finding this nice external rotation of your shoulders. Similar movement, your exhale is going to round your spine as you turn your thumbs down to the floor and you internally rotate as you hunch. Again, open, lift your chest. Exhale, palms and thumbs turn down, pinkies to sky. Inhale, lift, open, externally rotate. Exhale, round. And just 2 more. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, round. 1 more. Good, and then again, open wide, lift up, look up. And then this time as you exhale, drop your arms down behind you. Find opposite elbows behind your back. Draw the chin in towards the chest, and then just depress the shoulders down and back as you breathe mindfully right here. Wonderful. Release the arms from behind you. Come to a downward facing dog. You can start from tabletop. Toes will tuck, and then slowly knees will lift away from the floor. Good. And then just softly bend your knees. You might pedal one heel to the floor and then the other. Just finding what this downward dog feels like in your body today. But again, with the focus here on the shoulders and opening chest and heart. So seeing if you can pull the string of your heart towards your big toes. Grounding through the palms, and then externally rotating your upper arm bones so your triceps turn down to the floor. Wonderful. We're going to come to a dolphin pose. So lowering your elbows to the mat. You can take one elbow to the floor at a time. And then you're going to bring your palms to touch in this dolphin pose. So elbows are narrow, palms are connected. You're pressing pinkies and forearms down into the mat. And then the string of your heart continues to pull towards the big toes at the back of your mat. A little bit more opening for the shoulders, keep the neck relaxed. A little bit more dynamic movement on your inhale. You're going to look forward, and then you're going to bring your chin and your nose towards your thumbs. And as you exhale, you're going to press back into your dolphin, neck relaxed. 4 more like that. Inhale, look forward, chin and nose to your thumbs. Exhale, press back. Now, it does not matter how big this movement is. You're just leaning, sliding forward and sliding back. Finding the shoulders and the armpits closing when you pull forward and then opening as you press back. Just 1 more. Good. Pause in your dolphin after that last round. And then exhale, knees to floor. Come back to your child's pose. Let your arms and shoulders relax. Good, and then sitting up onto your bum and your heels one last time. I'll come to face you once again so you can see what this looks like. So as you sit bum onto your heels, or you find a cross-legged seat, wherever is most comfortable for your hips, you're going to reach your right arm up towards the sky. You're going to bend your right elbow so the fingertips meet the middle of your back. And then take your left hand to draw your right elbow to center, just guiding it in as you send your right fingertips down the back body. You might stay right here, leaning your head back into your right arm. Or you might take your left hand, circle it back behind you, and then your left fingertips would point up the back body. Maybe you can grasp the fingertips together. And if they don't touch, that's okay. Still lean your head back. Right elbow points up, left elbow points down. Stay there for a full cycle of breath. Now let's try the next side. Release your arms. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Bend your left elbow. Fingertips point down, elbow points up. And just start with your right hand. Guide your left elbow to the center of your head as you stretch the fingertips down the spine. Notice if you're flaring your front ribs open. Mine always do, so tuck yours in. And then you might stay here. Or you might take your right hand back and down behind you and then send your right fingertips up your back body. Maybe the fingertips can clasp together, maybe not, no worries. And you just breathe right there, keeping spine long, head leaning back, left elbow pointing up, right elbow pointing down. And then finding a bit of dynamic movement with this shape as well. So on your inhale, release the arms and switch. Big, wide, sweeping circle of the arms out to the side, and then your right elbow is up, your left elbow is down. You pause right there. And your exhale switches again. Big, wide, sweeping circle out to the side. Left elbow is up, right elbow is down. Few more just like that. Using your breath to create the movement. Moving a little bit slower perhaps than you initially want to. Feeling both into the internal and external rotation of the shoulders. And that gentle pause every time you switch. One more on each side. Beautiful. And then after you complete that last round, again, just release the hands down onto your thighs and your lap. Close down the eyes. Come back to your breath. Noticing if anything feels differently in the upper thoracic spine or your shoulders. If you can breathe a bit easier. And just taking a moment to acknowledge yourself. As you place hands at heart center to close down your practice, bow chin to chest humbly. Take a breath in through your nose and a sigh back out. Namaste. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon.